Hi, my name is Gabriela Zamora and I'm Immunopaedia ambassador. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Mexico. I'm a MD student at the University of Puebla. My research interest is focused on tumor immunology, mainly focused on childhood acute lymphoblastic leukemia and the tumor microenvironment. For this reason, I'm part of the laboratory of Oncoimmunology and Cytomics for childhood cancer, led by Dr. Rosana Pelayo at the Mexican Institute for Social Security in Puebla, Mexico. My current research project is focused on generate risk predictive risk models for childhood acute lymphoblastic leukemia, considering the tumor, the immunecontexture, and the tumor microenvironment through flow and mass cytometry, based on a previous model from Stanford University, but focused on Mexican population. And also I'm working on generate a new prognostic test for acute lymphoblastic leukemia based on tumor microenvironment, specifically in mesenchymal stromal cells, which are an important component of bone marrow niches where acute lymphoblastic leukemia emerge. Our lab is currently part of the National Program Against Leukemia. So our research goal is to generate knowledge in pro of the patient and helpful for clinical decisions. I think that the immune system is involved in many of the processes of the system, if not in all, and has a lot of interesting subfields. The tumor immunology is very different from parasites immunology, from allergies, and from autoimmune. There are so much things to learn about it. As well as Immunopaedia, I share the thinking of the knowledge has to be spread and has to be free. So I'm glad to be part of this initiative and to help and learn from so many important immunologists. Last year I was part of Immunopaedia, and at that course I learned more than ever about the main infectious diseases, the big four: HIV, COVID-19, malaria, and tuberculosis. And there I decided to become Immunopaedia ambassador. My advice will be to enjoy your research project and participate in activities that helps you to share knowledge and generate collaborations that enrich the knowledge in the field. But one thing that you should always have in mind is how are you helping to resolve humanity problems with your work. I will say that virology or physiology. I did a bachelor's degree on biomedicine, so I'm very interested on doing research that could be helpful for the patients. I'm lucky to be part of the laboratory that for the first time in Latin America has a mass cytometer. The first time that I read about it, it really got me impressed. I was trained at Stanford University in Dr. Scala Davis' lab to use the mass cytometer and be able to generate our own predictive models for Mexican population. So mainly what we do with mass cytometer is to mark the cells with antibodies that are conjugated with metals. The sample enters the mass cytometer and passes through plasma to generate clouds of atoms that travel inside the mass cytometer and then are detected by time of flight. This gives us the possibility to do single-cell detection analysis for more than 40 markers and to analyze more than 20 samples at the same time. If you come to Puebla, Mexico, there are a lot of things that you can miss, but I will say my top 5. Number 1, visit the Historic Center of Puebla, where you can find some iconic places like the Cathedral or the Parian Market. Number 2, go to the historic zone of the forts. Number 3, you should visit Cholula, Atlixco, or even the Sierra Norte of Puebla. 4, enjoy the volcanoes view. Puebla is surrounded by 4 volcanoes: Popocatépetl, Iztaccíhuatl, La Malinche, and Pico de Orizaba. And finally, the 5, you can live without tasting the food. You should try mole, chalupas, semitas, or why not the typical sweets of Puebla.